These are the 12 books I want to read for the year 2026. Last year, yes, I chose 25 books, but this year I want to take it a little easy, a little slow, but I don't want to put any pressure on me. And I think that I can reassess once I do finish these books, I can reassess and make another list and yap about it. So that's always good. But if you haven't seen me before, my name is Amy and welcome to Kiwi Fizz, and I can't wait to yap with you. So let's start. The first book that I'm excited to read, any mind to that. There's no war in Bossing Say. The first book that I want to read is by Andy Weir. It's Project Hail Mary, and this one is going to be a movie this year in 2026. So I'm super hyped to read the book first, read it, and a lot of people have said that this is a really good book. So I'm super excited to read it so that I can go into the movie and yap about that too. And so that's the first one. The second book is last year, a book that I put on my list, which was my first Emily Henry read, was Beach Reads, and I enjoyed it. And so this year I'm gonna read Funny Story by Emily Henry, and I'm super excited, super hyped for this. I really hope I like it, but I really like how the book looks. My next read is Emily Wilde's Encyclopedia of Fairies by Heather Fawcett. I love a cozy read. I love fairies, and the idea of reading this sounds amazing. I hope this is the first one. I bought the first two. I just always get confused which one is the first one, but I'm super hyped to actually check this out. Fiction, which is by Kat Bonnahan. It's called Eve, How the Female Body Drove 200 Million Years of Human Evolution. And this one's super exciting just because it really takes a look at the world through a woman's perspective and what women drove to get us to where we are, and I'm super hyped about that. I love reading a good nonfiction, and also, who doesn't love learning about women? But the next book that I want to read is Daughter of the Moon Goddess. This one is a fantasy book, and I have read a couple, maybe a handful of fantasy, but this is really going to push me into the fantasy world, and so I'm super hyped. I'm really hoping to like it. It's by Su Lin Tan. I kind of got hyped up because it talks about the Chinese moon goddess, and I love learning about culture and about their gods and about their worlds and about their dynasties and stuff like that. And so it's really cool that this is a Chinese look onto culture and the world and stuff like that. Oaths of Damnation, an Exorcist novel by Robbie McCaven. This is a Warhammer book, 40K, and honestly, I was at the store the other day and someone had brought up how good this book is, how it feels like The Exorcist, but a Warhammer edition, and I'm super hyped to check this out. I do like myself a good spooky book, so I'm super hyped to see what this is all about. And yet another fantasy. Girl, I'm going fantasy this year. The Diary of a Young Girl and Frank. I actually read this back in middle school, but I wanted to reread it due to how the world is right now. And so I just wanted to really just read it, engulf myself in it, and just remember her. So this one's actually going to be a reread. Monstrio by Gerardo Samano Cordova. And this one, it says a bizarre and brilliant, a modern Frankenstein, so that was a pull. But also when I saw his about, he's a writer and artist from Mexico City. I love supporting fellow Mexican artists, and also I do love the idea that this is within the world of Mexico City and Mexico, and also talks about Brooklyn to Berlin. But I do love a good Latino story, so I like a good spook, and also the cover looks super cool. The next book that I want to read is The Parable of the Sower by Octavia E. Butler, and this one is critically acclaimed, a very good story, very well known. I haven't read it, but I know it happens in the 2020s, but I know that this book is a lot older. Let me see if I can find when it's from. This book has a copyright of 1993, so it is a lot older, and it's crazy that it's set in our time now, especially since that's over 20 years of a difference. So I've heard nothing but good things about it, but here we go. More dystopian for me. The next book is also another reason why I'm only doing 12, because a lot of these books are a little bigger, but this big boy, she's a lot bigger. But if you can guess what it is before I actually turn it around. But yeah, it is The Priory of the Orange Tree by Samantha Shannon. I'm super hyped to read this. This is a fantasy book. I've heard nothing but great things about it, but it is so big. It's bigger than my head. Cover looks so cool, and I'm just super hyped to read it, and also like the fact that it's a very expansive world, and I don't know exactly how I'm going to read this book and how it's going to hold comfortably in my hand, but it's a paperback, and I love paperbacks, so Here we go. Next book that I want to read is You Are Here by David Nichols, and this is the best-selling author of One Day. Yes, this is a hardcover. The only reason it is because it was 50% off. I saw a bunch of the stuff on the back saying it was funny, rich, human, warmest, rare find. It was romantic, funny, hopeful. Like, a lot of these things kind of like stuck out to me, and the fact that it's a 7-day journey and we're just kind of like yapping, I feel like this could be soothing to my soul. I hope I'm not wrong. The last book, and I know it's 2 books, but technically it's in 1 book. And mainly the reason why I am choosing it this way is because I could not find the original. I went to so many half-price books. Then I went to a bunch of other local bookstores. None of them had the 1 copy. And so I bought it like this because I actually wanted it. And I love dinosaurs. So the last one is Jurassic Park and the Lost World by Michael Crichton. But this is 2 books in 1. I love dinosaurs. I also love Jurassic Park, so I'm super hyped to read what started it all. I do know that the second book is less liked than Jurassic Park, but I'm super hyped to check them both out. They're considered in my head and in my reading goal 1 book, even though I know they're 2 books. But I can't wait to read it, and I can't wait to hopefully love the first one and really enjoy it. But this is so pretty. It's still a lot cheap. It was still a lot cheaper than any of my Warhammer special editions. But yeah, these are my 12 books of 2026, and hopefully we can yap about it, talk our opinions about it, see how I liked it, you liked it, we all liked it or didn't like it. And I'm super excited that hopefully I'll end up liking a lot more of these books since I have more of a knowledge about them, and I'm going like a mixture of like some older books, some newer books, and a little bit of like knowledge, but also like branching out. Let me know what are some of your 12 of 2026 or more, and if we have any of the same on our list. And I can't wait to get reading, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye. Putting these away is literally so much work, but I'm super glad that these all fit in this 1 bookshelf, because then I can just grab them throughout the year from right there. But yeah.